It is not every day that some of the most incredible eyeshadow launches. I have the brand new Lisa Eldridge Betty eyeshadow palette, but I also went ahead and spent too much money on Westman Atelier. I bought 2 of the new duos and I picked up 3 of the Merit lip liners, but I only have 2 free today. We're gonna play with luxury today. It's one of my most enjoyable makeup experiences. For eyeshadow, sometimes these luxury products really knock it out of the park. Look, anytime Lisa Eldridge launches a palette, I'm all over it. I love her eyeshadow formula. I love her inspiration. I love her as a makeup artist and I love following her. She is one of the absolute queens of makeup. I also have 2 of the Westman Atelier duos. Look, I'm gonna be honest with you. It's really expensive, just like all the other Westman Atelier. Spend your money how you wanna spend your money, but I could not help myself. It is going to be available on Sephora during the Sephora sale, so if you're looking at picking this up, save your money. I still want to mention really quickly that on my lips is the Queen Musia lip balm. I love this stuff. And this shade Nostalgique, perfect. It's literally my skin tone. It looks like just my skin. I have a lot of background noise right now. My kids are downstairs being really loud. Everything on my face is going to be linked down below. Those links are affiliated, so if you click on those links to make a purchase, thank you so much for supporting my channel. I do earn a small commission. Also, before you go, if you enjoyed today's video, don't forget to hit the like button to help the algorithm. And if you're not already, hit the subscribe button. I'm going to start with the new Westman Atelier Baby Cheeks Face Trace Sculpting Powder Duo, and then I'm going to use the Baby Cheeks Powder Blush Duo. So these little things, if you are stupid or dumb, or however it was mentioned on Instagram for purchasing this, well, welcome to the club. You're in good company. Because I'm going to be honest, I've already done a full face of Westman Atelier. I knew I was going to buy it. Spend the money the way you want to spend your money. Outside of that, have fun, live your life. Life's too short. Don't let other people make you feel bad for doing what you want to do with your life. I will start with the Petal and Biscuit duo. The packaging, I'm going to tell you, is chef's kiss. I'm actually a little disappointed that this duo has this shade in it, Petal, instead of Tulle. Tulle is paired with Truffle, but Petal is her most popular shade. I have it in the cream blush. I think I have it in the cream highlight. I can't remember. I have it in the lipstick. It is such a beautiful shade. I imagine this one will be just as beautiful. I feel like the brighter baby pink shade of Tulle is a little bit more appropriate for the shade Biscuit. But then again, I guess I could always pick it up if I want to. I was really hoping when I did my full face of Westman Atelier that this would be in a solo blush. It would not be in a duo. I'm going to compare the bronzers. I have the shade Biscuit in this duo, and I have the shade Coupe de Soleil in the single. You might remember this one. I think this is an incredible powder bronzer. This one might still be a little bit lighter. From looking at them in the pan, Biscuit actually looks a little more cool toned, which I would prefer. I do want to note though that these are $75 a piece and you are getting a total of 4.8 grams of product. The shelf life is 24 months and it is made in Italy. So I'm going to start by swatching Biscuit. Just pick it up. Oh, it feels, well, let's see. I'm going to compare the two. So Biscuit actually is quite cool on my finger. And then we have Coupe de Soleil. On touch, the Beauty Butter Bronzer for Coupe de Soleil actually feels a little bit smoother. Let's do a quick little comparison. So this is Coupe de Soleil and this is Biscuit. Coupe de Soleil, it just feels and swatches a little bit smoother than the Biscuit shade in the duo. I'm going to pick up Biscuit on a Sydney Grace brush just because it's really the only clean brush I have right now. I'm going to start by just sweeping it on the back of my cheekbone here first. That actually blends really beautifully. I'm going to have to do a comparison video with the two bronzers here. That was pretty effortless, pretty smooth. Let's see if I can get my hair out of my face long enough to do my forehead. This actually looks incredible. And I'm trying to remember off the top of my head how the Coupe de Soleil bronzer looked. I remember absolutely loving it. And if you watch that video, I remember thinking that one and the blush were the best part of the entire lineup. Just going to sculpt my jawline a little bit. I have that little turkey gobble gobble neck growing. And then I like to bring my, I guess you would call it contour bronzer down my neck a bit. I don't really like to do it with warmer bronzers. I feel like it makes it look a little off compared to my foundation. But look, it looks so beautiful. Now, I'm not super happy with my base today, but I still feel like it's really effortless. So for the blushes, we could go with either of these. We could just do Petal from the bronzing duo here, or I could use Mimi or Coquette. So I do have Mimi in the cream blush, but I'm not really feeling that look. I'm gonna go ahead and swatch them though, but I think what I'll do is combine Petal and Coquette. Now that I've cleaned off my grubby little fingers here, let's swatch these. So Coquette and Mimi, and then Petal. So this one's Coquette. It's very light. Or is it Coquette? You know what? I don't actually know. This one is Mimi. I have to build up that swatch a bit. And this one's Petal. With not a lot of payoff there. Let's see if I build this up a bit. That's a little bit better. I'm partial to Petal, and it's already her popular shade, but that's the direction I want to go. I want to use Petal first and then Coquette. I'm going to take a Sonia G Designer Pro Brush and pick up Petal first. I probably picked up a little too much. We're going to start on the back of the cheek first. And if it's the exact same formula, which I couldn't see that it's not, as the bronzer in this palette, it should be pretty easy and effortless. And I'm really going to try to build this up quite a bit so you can see it. And I really like bringing my blush up towards my temple. So we're going to do Coquette. Picked up a little bit more than I thought it would. Let's see if I can come back a little bit. It's very light on my skin tone. It makes me wonder how Tulle would look, but it's a neutral peachy pink, peachy rosy pink. I wouldn't even say it's as cool as Petal. It's very pretty, but I did have to build this up. So I'm going to use that same brush, pick up a little bit more, and I'm going to place it towards the front of my cheek on the left and just kind of blend the two, give me a bit of a duo effect. What's it called? I like to think I have a rather large vocabulary, but when I'm sitting in front of the camera, I do not. So I would like to point out that I did build this up quite a bit more than I would normally do. I will buff it out, but I truly want you to be able to see both of my cheeks, how they blended together, both shades. It's a little more cool for Petal and a little more neutral warm for Coquette, but they do look incredible. I recognize I have an insane amount of blush in my makeup collection. Will I get as much use out of these as I will all my other ones? Probably about the same. I definitely did not need them, but I love my Westman Atelier, and I'll be darned if you tell me how to spend my money. Let's compare the blushes to the old one. This is the Westman Baby Cheeks Powder Blush in the shade Petal. I totally forgot it was in the shade Petal. This one was a limited edition holiday. I believe it was 2023. So beautiful. I was genuinely thinking at some point we would get a whole lineup just like this, because this is the packaging that is so weighty and so luxurious that to me I can pretend is worth $75. But here we are. This is the duo. Oh, I don't even know if you're going to be able to see it. I'm going to have to zoom in, but duo Petal and the single Petal. From looking at them in the pan, the single looks a little bit cooler, but let's swatch it out because this one is one of my all-time favorite blushes, and I do not reach for it as much as I should. I'm ashamed. I'm gonna go ahead and swatch it and compare it to the other Petal. The single actually feels smoother. So this is the single and this is the duo. This one feels so much more buttery, soft and silky. It's not that this doesn't feel silky, but this one has a silkier texture. Okay, this is the single. Let's go this way. And this is the duo. the single and the duo. I did build these up and swatch them twice. The single is a little bit deeper or richer, not deeper, but richer pigment payoff. The duo has a softer pigment payoff. They definitely have the same tone. It's just you're getting more pigment out of this single, which blows my mind. I don't know why. The two that I still prefer are the singles. And it's not for any other reason than the packaging, and it's mostly because I just don't really reach for duos. I'll get use out of that for traveling, but this is still so much more superior to me to look at, to feel, to just enjoy. I'm going to skip lips because I'm still waiting on one of the Merit lip liners. They didn't ship out altogether, so I only have 2 of the 3. I'm going to do eyes because I love Lisa Eldridge. I've collected so many of her palettes. This is Betty. If you watched her video on the inspiration of this, it's her cat. I love animals. I'm more of a dog person myself, but I do love my cats. I do have a cat. Betty is adorable. Her inspiration is so precious. This color palette is so me. I love the sparkle. I love purple. The palette itself is refillable just like all of the rest, and you can take out shades, put other shades in there. This is such a cute color story. Now, this one is my least favorite just from looking at it because I love more of these shades. But I'm telling you right now, if I could just mix one matte shade with one shimmer for a quick look for work, I would do that in a heartbeat. You're getting 5.1 total grams of product. It's a 24-month shelf life, made in Italy. When Fawn released, I wanted to buy this so badly. It took me a minute. And right before it sold out, I got one, and I haven't been able to film with it or use it, but dang, I want to combine them. I'm just not going to today. I am going to do something similar to what Martina Lily did because I need just a matte. And I'm going to use the matte liquid shadow. This is the Liquid Silk in the shade Ion. Oh my gosh, that took me a second. I'm going to use this as a base and powder it down with shimmers, no matter if it's on a base or not. I'm going to get some sort of creasing, and it doesn't matter how long it takes, it's going to crease. As a side note, the palette is limited edition for spring. I believe once it's out of stock, it's out of stock, but it is $62. This thing you can still get, if I'm not mistaken, the individual shades. Yes, and the individual shades are limited edition. I actually wonder if I can pair Betty with the Chanel Eye Kohl in the shade Taupe Fumé. That actually might be fun. Oh yeah, not that it's part of this video or this look, but the Taupe Fumé from Chanel, almost said Chanel, on top of Ion from Lisa Eldridge. Blending those together, that is just chef's kiss. I could put on mascara or even a light pair of falsies. It's a great eye look. Absolutely fantastic. I'm going to start by taking Talk to the Paw on a rougher 13. It's fairly small and fluffy. I don't think I need to do a whole lot of work. Dang. Oh my gosh. Look at that taupe. That's going to work so beautifully all over Taupe Fumé and just a one and done look. Well, not that it's one and done, but you know what I mean. Let's pack it on top of Taupe Fumé. See if it gives us some smoke, smoky smoke. I'm not going to, well, you know what? I say I'm not going to do anything crazy. I always do something crazy. So don't listen to me, but let's just have fun. I'm going to try to get all of this off of my lid before bringing it into my crease. These are not mattes, so be careful. If you need mattes to help blend, be careful. Oh my gosh, it looks so beautiful over that eye kohl. The Stylo number 58. Get it while you can. I'm telling you right now, that thing is just gorgeous. unless cool shades don't really work for you. But if it does, get that stylo before it sells out, which is such a shame because I feel like they should keep a cool toned stylo like that in stock for all time. I don't think with the look that I'm starting with that I'm going to get all 6 of these on my eyes, which is fine, but wow. I want to at least play with the purples. This duochrome, oh wow, this is Starlit? Yes, Luminous Duochrome Starlit. This deeper shade here is Prima Donna Metallic, and then Lavender Queen. This one I want to put in my inner corner and on my brow bone. And then we have Posh. Whoa. This one would look so lovely right over the majority of my lid. I have an idea. Let's put Posh on my lid. And then we'll put the other ones on my lower lash line. So we're just going to use our finger. I'm just going to press it onto my lid. You know, I still don't have the Sorcery palette. I need to get that. I'm actually surprised that one is still in stock in the US. I haven't checked the UK. I don't typically bother going to her UK site, but I do think I need to pick up Sorcery, which I want to say, my greedy and spoiled little American self, when she was shipping out of the US, I would get all of my Lisa Eldridge things next day. Like the Lisa Eldridge Balm that she launched last year, I got that very next day because she had a shipping facility in Ohio and I was right down the road from it, so I got it very next day. And now I don't get any of my Lisa Eldridge goodies for at least a week. I'm a little salty about it. I'm going to be fair. I'm going to take a Rephr 3. I'm going to use this shade here that's not really my favorite, called High Maintenance. It is a luster shade. I probably should have put a little bit of that kohl. Yes, I think I will. I'm going to put that, just a touch of it, run it through my lower lash line here on the outer edge just to give me a little smoke and something for that to grip onto. I'm going to use my magnified mirror here and try to get this blended out on the outer edge of my lower lash line with this Danessa Myricks brush. I just want to point out my stomach is growling like mad. My sisters are coming in 2 months and I'll be danged if I'm not looking in my top tier best shape. I have been slacking off hard on my workouts. Not much longer. I gotta get in shape. I gotta outdo my sisters. Now back to High Maintenance. I'm gonna use this on the outer edge here. I just want to be fair. Oh, he's awake. I want to be fair to Lisa and try all these shades. And try to get him on before he is hollering in there. And now I'm going to take Prima Donna. This is a Sonia G flat definer. Oop, I probably picked it up a little too much. And then I'm going to place this on the lower lash line right around the front. I'm going to pick up that duochrome. What is it called again? Starlit? This one might be a little difficult to see. Who knows? We'll see. We'll try it. I'm going to put this one on the very inner corner of the lower lash line. Ooh, who was I kidding? Oh my gosh, look at this. Not gonna lie, this one, that shade impresses me a heck of a lot more than I imagined it would. And it's not like I haven't used her formulas before. Now let's see if I can get every single shade on my face. This is Lavender Queen. I'm going to use this on a Rephr 12 brush. I'm going to put this on the inner corner. This is more of a topper. I don't want to overdo the top because I really love that neutral. Oh, that's beautiful. Way to go, Lisa. That actually blows me away. And usually it's just the indie shadows that I love to wear that blow me away. And I like to bring my little toppers, especially from the inner corner, right up into that crease, just a touch. It's just what I like to do, especially when because I have such hooded lids, I like to bring that drama above the crease. I gotta hurry, he's getting real chatty. I'm gonna take that same shade. This is Lavender Queen. I'm gonna buff this into my brow bone. We did it. We did it. It's so pretty. I'm going to actually take her black eyeliner to line my, well, actually just kind of tight line with and then put a little bit more of that Chanel Taupe Fume on here, go take care of him. Then I promise I will be back to finish this off, and hopefully by that point my Merit liners will be here, all 3 of them, and then we'll do lips. So I picked up 3 of the new Merit lip liners. These are the Signature Lip. You're getting 0.3 grams of product. It's $24, and it's a 24-month shelf life. I picked up these shades Beverly Hills, which is a soft peach pink, Coupe, which is described as a cool pink, and Bespoke, which is a pink brown. Bespoke did not arrive in my package, so I won't be able to swatch that one for you, and I was really hoping it would because I feel like it would be perfect for this eye look. I've swatched them here. This one is Coupe, the darker pink, and the lighter peach pink is Beverly Hills. I'm gonna pair it today with the Nostalgique shade of the new Queen Musia lip balms. I love these. This is a very comfortable, beautiful formula. I could see these sheer lip liners. They're described as not being able to overdo it. It's a non-drying buildable lip liner that creates soft definition, all over color for comfortable, hydrated, and natural looking lips. Because they feel very slippery, I have a feeling they won't last all day and give me the longevity that I'm hoping for, but we're gonna try it anyway, and then after I'm finished with my look, I'll do the little swatch test. This is a very beautiful package. It has a pencil sharpener with it, but it's not very pointed. I could see this being used up very quickly, having difficulty sharpening it and keeping a sharp line. And then I am terrible at lip liner. I basically edit through a lot of it. I could see this being absolutely perfect for work. I'm not really struggling with it, but it doesn't have a whole lot of color payoff either. It is really sheer. Yeah, it's not staying sharp at all. I did a fantastic job of lining my lips in one go though. I'm actually gonna place Coupe on the edges because I feel like I need a little definition here. I'll be honest, I don't see much of a difference. I put the shade Coupe in the edges here. I can barely see anything. But I am gonna go ahead and pair it with the Nostalgique shade for the new balms from Queen Musia because this thing is beautiful and I feel like the eyes are doing enough. So let's see. This is so beautiful. I feel like I can wear this all night long with working, but I'd have to reapply it. It's definitely a very work-friendly lip combo, but let's do this lip swatch, or rather lip pencil swatch smudge test, whatever you want to call it. I'm kind of at a loss for words here. I'm gonna smudge these out. It's been 5 minutes, so I don't have a whole lot of hope here. I feel like this is gonna be something you're gonna want to powder. It's probably gonna need powdering if you want it to stay all day, but it's gone. And I know it's a sheer liner that you're supposed to be able to use that's friendly for people like myself who were very bad at lip lining. $24 is not gonna stay longer than a couple hours. The idea and the concept I think is great. It's not necessarily for me. I could not be happier with the way my final look has come out. I feel like it is very sultry, but also very elegant. It's very wearable, it's toned down, it's cool, it's neutral, it's very fun. I think of all the Lisa Eldridge quads I own, this one has kind of caught me off guard the most, blown me away the best. The shade High Maintenance, what a beautiful shade. I love this purple, this drama on the inner corner. I feel like it just amps it up just perfectly, makes it so much more unique. The shade Talk to the Paw, what an adorable name. All of these names are so precious, but it pairs so well on top of this Chanel eye kohl. The taupe on top of taupe, it is just divine. Adds just the right amount of depth to that outer corner that I need. I skipped on the brown mascara. I don't need another mascara, and I've been really loving the Isamaya one. I watched Alicia Archer's review on this. The looks she did are so beautiful, and I'm gonna tell you, she does such a great job going into descriptions on each one of these shades. I don't have the follower base right now to dedicate so much time to going over the formulas and the descriptions. Her video is everything you need to watch to go into each one of these shades. I am surprised that the duochrome in here has as much punch to it as it does. I did not see that coming from a luxury palette. I thought it would be more like the new Chanel Spring Quad Utopia, where it's a little more subdued but still wearable. Lisa, whatever you did in this one, chef's kiss, baby. I love it. This is so beautiful. All of my feelings about the blush and the bronzers, the Westman Atelier duos, they're all in the video. So I'm not gonna rehash any of it, but that's it. I hope you guys are having an absolutely amazing day. If you are not already, do something for yourself because you are worth it.